So you're going to have to help me with some of these names because I was not privy to last week too much. But again, it's only after 1 week, so no one's really climbed away and hidden quite yet. 2 rounds in, as we just mentioned. Interlagos was last week. Summit Point, of course, this week. Next week we will go to the Fuji Road Course. They actually one of the brand new racetracks here on the iRacing service. Take a look here at the starting lineup for the first heat race at Summit Point.
So we have Ezequiel Montero and Bruno Miranda on the first row, although Ezequiel is going to go to the back. Then we have Facundo Rago and Christopher Hill in row 2. JJ Wang and Olivier Vignone in
Here we
row
go.
3.
Rounding the home stretch. Field is under the command of Bruno Miranda. Pace car in, and we are underway here at Summit Point. And Rajo is, wow, he did not waste any time. He's actually built himself up a little bit of a buffer heading into turn 1. Still side by side most of the field. Yeah, he did. Still side by side much of the field. JJ Wang P2, Christopher Hill P4, Bruno Miranda P5, Oliveira P6, P5, excuse me.
No, I'm just saying, a very clean turn 1.
Yeah, very clean. Everyone through nicely. Montero up 1 spot already around Matt Johnston. You see them hitting turn 5 for the first time. Racetrack that we want to keep an eye on. Yeah, let's go back to P5, a battle between... you're going to have to help me, Oliver and Short here.
Yeah, Oliver and Short, and then we're also having a battle with Ezequiel Montero going by Dan Miglin and then counting Drew White there for P12, P11.
In that cooldown period, we don't know. After you use the push to pass, you have a little bit of a cooldown period before you can get on it again. There's a little bit of a weave going into 10, coming around 10 now, looking at the checkered flag on the main straight. And winning the heat race here, heat race 1 at Summit Point. Facundo Ragu is your winner, followed by JJ Wang, Vignone, Short, who launches a car. I believe that might have been Christopher Hill out of frustration. Short, Montero, Oliveira, Baiano, Tucker, Luzon, Poteet, Delgado, Houston, Johnston.
This is, the 30-minute race. You can take a little bit more time with each pass, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's going to be very interesting to see them carve through the field, or at least try and do it.
I cannot speak that language. We are at Summit Point Raceway. And we are getting ready to go green right now. I know, just a little bit ahead of Tucker. Tucker needs to take the field to green here. He is our pole sitter as a result of his finishing spot in the heat race. We're side by side coming to the start finish line. Tucker bringing him down slow. And there we go. And you watch out behind him. They are getting packed up immediately. We're going to go 3 wide in the 1.
Yeah, that slow start really packed everyone up.
No, Bruno Miranda's already made up about 3 or 4 spots. He shot up the middle.
Side by side there between Oliveira and Baiano there on turn 3, entering turn 4 now.
Oh, we're gone. Look at the inside of Montero. Oh.
Yeah, and I'm watching Montero, and he's been like very, very calm and calculating. He could have sent it like a couple corners ago, but he knows it's a longer race and that he has the pace to do it. So very smart racing from him.
Yeah, you mentioned it yourself. It's a longer race. Have a little bit more patience. It's still a bit of a sprint, but not a sprint. He is right on the bumper of Baiano, letting him know he's there. Actually, maybe even pushed him a little bit down the straightaway, coming into turn 10 to complete the end of lap 1. And Montero still side by side with Vignone, getting the position just by a nose at the line. But Vignone is, well, he's right there, and he's going to fill in the spot. Well, he's thinking about maybe taking a 3 wide there for a second, but he was going to fill in the spot that Montero was in and just follow him right on through. And Vignone is unfortunately getting freight trained at the moment because Ragu also is coming on through. Oh, contact!
Oh, a little tap there.
And that's going to send Ragu into the kitty litter, but he makes it, keeps it straight and off the tire barrier.
Great tire control there.
Yeah, that's he's gonna lose a position to Christopher Hill. He's gonna have Dan Miguel right behind him, and then Delgado, his teammate, who might give him a break, probably allow him to get going again.
JJ1 goes off there a little bit in front of these guys.
JJ drops those wheels off into the dirt. We mentioned right that.
Fight for the win, a couple of laps. As I see that Rafael Oliveira is trying to make a move for the lead there against Joshua Tucker. A little bit of a defensive line from Josh in the 77.
And we got Bruno Miranda already up to P5. Matthew Short had a bit of a moment. He lost a couple of positions, but Bruno, I told you at the start he was shooting up through the middle, and that slow start was to his advantage.
Top 4 are,
they're right together.
By
yeah,
nothing basically. They're all under a blanket, and Oliver Vignone there is trying to make a move there.
Montero side by side with Oliveira. He's going to get that position. That brings him up to P2. Now Joshua Tucker is going to have a rear view mirror full of mean green coming right at him.
Yeah, and Vignone in the 33, he's been really smart as well. He's been following on Montero's tire threads the entire race, and whenever Montero makes a move, then he goes right with him. Trying to make it work there in turn 5.
Yeah, give it a little bit of a bumper. Chrome horn applied going in the 5. Here we're going through the 6 in the carousel. So 4-car battle, quickly going to become a 5-car battle here really quick as the other Yukos Hollinger Esport entry makes its way into the picture there of Bruno Miranda. Montero getting a great launch, takes a look to the outside of Tucker coming into 10. Tucker going a little bit wide, a little bit more shallow for Montero. Tucker's on the button.
Yeah, I was about to say that Tucker has been using the button a lot to stay in front of these guys, and that's actually giving Montero a free boost. So he's basically getting a little bit of a draft just by Tucker using it.
Oh, and he dives deep in the 1, and he's off into the dirt, and he gives up 4 spots.
Man, yeah. I mean, that goes back to the additional 100 horsepower you get from that press of the button.
Yeah. And
how it messes up your entire braking markers, and yeah.
Yeah, we saw a lot of that in the exhibition race that we had. So unfortunately, he led the opening 5 laps, but had to give him up due to just a little bit of excessive speed going into turn 1, not able to hold it in there in that hairpin. And now the lead is over to Montero. So Montero, for the first time all day, is seeing clean racetrack in front of him. And let's going to see if he can possibly pull away. But I'm with you. I am actually rather impressed with this Vignone, and I hope I'm saying that right. He's just hanging out, watching, not doing anything drastic or anything, just kind of learning and staying in the tire tracks.
Yeah, I'm also hoping I'm pronouncing it correctly, but my French is not the best. As he tries to go and make a move there.
Into the corner. Oh, and he overshot it, and he did the same thing that happened to him as what also happened to Tucker, and he's going to give up all those positions as well.
Yeah, now even Tucker is going to go by him. Oh, making a move in turn 3, that's never that good. Okay, they settle it out. Yeah, I mean, the thing, he was being very patient, just hanging out with Montero, and he decided to press a button. I mean, for sure, you always want to try and get the lead, but if you hadn't done it, then it's gonna entirely change your braking markers, especially if you're going to try and now do it on the outside of the track, which is even weirder. So yeah, that totally explains why he went wide a little bit there.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with the name Ragu though, because they make awesome spaghetti sauce. You know, back in the day they did, but
true, that's true. Trying to look at the push and pass situation. Looks like Montero, Oliveira, they still have 5, both of them. Then we have Miranda and Vignone with 4. And then I think Heel has 5. Which is something very, I mean, the last time around when we were at Interlagos, Chris Hill was already down to 3, which is half the uses you get. You only get 6 of these, so you really need to be very mindful on when you're going to use them.
There's your purple lap, Bruno Miranda, 1:13.7. Set. Ooh, we have a car off in their turn 10. Not sure who that is. They're behind the graphic at the moment. But Bruno Miranda has the purple lap of this session, a 1:13.7 in P3 there, and they are kind of weaving. And oh, here comes Olivier.
Yeah, he's trying the outside move again. I mean, he totally recovered from that. He had lost around 4 seconds to the leader, and he's right with them as he tries to go by Miranda in turn 3, and he's gonna make it too. He's gonna work there.
That is not a natural passing zone right there, and he made it stick. So now that moves up the Frenchman to P3.
And don't look now, but Rago is also closing in. I mean, he had that little... Vignone got a great exit of turn 10, so he's probably going to try and send it in turn 1, although Oliveira is on the bottom.
Oh, Bruno. He thought about it to send it to the inside and hit one of the curbs instead, disrupted his car a little bit. It's going to cost him a little time. It's going to bring him back to the clutches of Rago, but it's going to lose track here of the Frenchman in front of him, so that's going to cost him. He's going to get refocus and get hit his next couple of marks right to make up that time again, coming into 5. Now he looks like he's back in it.
But again, great car control by these guys. I mean, it could have easily sent him spinning around, but he noticed that he was entering at a weird angle. He lifted a little bit, was able to regain control of the car.
Let's see if Olivier decides to make another run at it, coming out of 10. I don't think he's quite close enough, but he did get a great run. All of them using every bit of that tarmac coming up to the kitty litter out of the exit at 10, maximizing that speed.
Yeah, but Oliveira also got a great launch of turn 10 there.
So we have Oliveira and Olivier. Oh, and Olivier's going to do it again. He's got a great run off of the turn 1 exit. Off of turn 2 now, going into 3.
That's something that we didn't foresee happening.
Now he's found something.
Like you said, it's not a natural passing zone, but he's made it work now twice in a row.
Yeah, he's found something that works there.
Matt Houston has an issue.
Here we are riding along in Montero and his Chevy Cruze, and he has the Frenchman Olivier Vignone right behind him.
Yeah, and Bruno Miranda just made a move on Rafael Oliveira on the first corner of last lap. He just sent it entering turn 1, made it stick, and now he is moving up to P3, starting from the back. As we are approaching, or we actually are at the
halfway,
15-minute mark, so we're probably gonna start seeing some guys start pitting. Dan Miglio is in the pits, actually. Of course, you're taking into account, like, you have to hit your braking markers, you have to make sure that you're hitting your marks, but you also have to make sure that once you're in the pit lane that you uncheck the tires and that you check only the amount of gallons that you want to get in the car, because typically each gallon takes around a second to get in the car. So if you overfuel it, that's also going to take a lot of time off of your pit stop.
Yeah, just to give you an idea of Miglin's stop, it's 53.9 on the lane, 41.1 in the box. So I mean, you said a lap around here is at a minute 13ish. So
yep.
The better part of you in the pits is almost a full lap here by about 20 seconds less. So yeah, I could see why here. You want to spend as less time as possible in the pits. It's not going to pay off by getting new tires, because there's nowhere you're going to make that time up.
Yeah, for sure. And we just saw JJ Wang do his pit stop, and he was only 11 seconds in the pit stall.
Yeah.
So
37 flat on pit road, 11.2 in the stall.
As Ezequiel Montero and Vignone, they're both coming into the pits, and they're close as ever.
We'll get the pit lane
Miranda
there.
and Rago also pitting in with them.
Yeah, we got 4 cars all hitting pit road, so we will see. Hopefully nobody rises and breaks this up, and they're going to get tires instead. Yeah, everybody's on pit road right now. Montero is away.
Very clean.
We're going right with him. Yeah, 21.8 on the lane for Montero, 8.8 in the box. Vignone 21.9 in the lane, 8.7 in the box. So it's a push.
And they're coming into traffic there.
Yeah, that is I believe Miglin that made that longer stop on a new set of tires, and I think we have behind him. I think we got a new joiner to this battle. Oh, here comes
making it work there again,
and he made it work, and we have a new leader.
Wow. I mean, taking advantage of the lap cars there, that's very smart.
And again, very narrow course. We talked about this in the pre-race. There's not a lot of places for Miglin to kind of pull out of the way and hide for these guys to allow them on by. He's just kind of got to be predictable and hold his line and allow these guys to work their way around him.
Yeah, and I don't think he wants to get away from them. I'm like, he doesn't want to lose a lap.
Right.
Because he's back there just because of that issue where he had the tires changed, but otherwise he had the pace. So now he has new tires, and that's also going to give a little bit of a draft to Vignone there.
So we thought the Frenchman and Montero.
Yeah, the big winner on that, I think it was Rago, because Oliveira and Miranda, they both had a slower pit stop than him, and now he's in front of him.
Yeah, Miranda, 32.4.
Oh, Vignone goes wide.
Vignone goes wide.
He went
and stay off it. Stay off the wall. And he's off the tire barrier. He's going to try to rejoin. Oof. Does that right in front of Oliveira. Oliveira probably had a bit of a gasp there, but manages to... everybody's cleanly through. Olivier, fortunately, is going to have to recover. Doesn't have a lot of time to do it now. 8 laps to go here in this feature race here in the Stock Carnival Day to Brazil series. You can find them on iRacing. Just search up Stock Carnival. They use the 2 Brazilian stock car chassis that are available on the service, a Toyota and a Chevy. The season just started. This is only round 2, so if you wish to join, still another, this is an 8-week season, so we got another 6 weeks after this, so plenty of time. Rago, Oliveira, Vignone, and Miranda.
Yeah, and Miranda there is closing in on Vignone for P4.
Yep, and little bit of a lockup there going into 1, now 2 for Vignone. We got Miranda now on his 6 directly. Give you a little what the interval is there, 0.8 seconds. Just a blink of an eye for these cars. Push to pass situation you mentioned before. 3 for your leaders, 3 for Rago and P2, 2 for Oliveira, 2 for Vignone, and Miranda having 2. So they got to strategically use these guys now because not very many laps left, but there's even fewer pushes of that button to go. So picture how they're going to defend and attack here. It's a game of chess.
Yeah, for sure. A game of chess at 150 miles an hour. Trying to get a podium there.
Take a look a little bit more back.
He did it once, he's trying to do it again.
Well, Miranda's not done either because those two are quickly getting onto the tail of Oliveira.
Looks like Oliveira is using probably his last push to pass there.
He might be, yeah. That's it's going to be a long 5 laps for him, but Vignone is also on the button.
Well, the graphic still shows me 1, so maybe it was the second to last one for them.
Yeah, I'm still seeing 1 for them as well. Sure, currently showing no push to pass left. Those Winchester on that is Wang and Johnston. They are currently 0. Nothing left to fire there. Sticking with this battle, this is becoming very interesting now.
Yeah, he's very close now. I think he's going to try and set it up for turn 10 there. Or maybe the signature move that we saw implemented on turn 3 that only he has been able to do.
Yeah, it took coming out of 2, going into 3, down the inside there. It did not get as good of an exit off a 10 as Oliveira did, but he is working the draft. And he dives it in deeper into the braking zone this time.
Yeah, Vignone is the faster car on track by far. I mean, at this point, Ezequiel Montero, he's just taking care of his lead, as he should. No need to really push. But the fastest guy last time around was the 33 car again.
Miranda still with the purple lap, a 1:13.7. There you see the fastest time set by each one of the drivers. Coming through the S's on the back part of the course for hitting the straightaway leading to the home straight into turn 2 and the exit there.
Yeah, and I'm starting to see the 13 a little bit loose. But he's able to get a great runoff here. That's where Vignone has been traditionally strong, although they're now both on the bottom.
Yeah, this is last push for both.
And we only have 2 minutes left, so I think we're gonna get the white next time by.
Hounding him to the bitter end. Again, coming through the straight here, leading to turns 4 and 5. 5, one of the more, well, not exactly a passing zone, but can be used as one. And Olivier definitely gets it in really close there.
Well, every zone is a passing zone if you try hard enough, right?
True, true.
No, but yeah, you're right. That's traditionally maybe the third best to do it here, but it's still not necessarily something where you would try and do it constantly.
He's gonna have. I think he's gonna have a run this time. We'll see. They got both good exits off of 10, going down the main straight. No No white flag that time, showing 2 to go. He's blinking his lights. I don't know if he's using that to kind of distract, or if he just pretends, or if he pretends it's like, or if he just pretends it's like a pew pew button or something.
I think the lights, they're passive aggressive no matter who you are.
Right.
Still very close together.
Yeah. Rago 3.5 to the leader, so Montero has started the final lap. Let's go take a peek here at the 99 for a second.
Oh, it was the last.
Okay,
last lap.
so they just went white flag. We did not see it. It must have been right there on the border. And that is a finishing by Montero. So good thing we got the camera on him. He got the checkered flag. Rago finishing second. So let's follow this final battle here between Oliveira and Vignone. Oh, so close. They are right there on bumpers. But Oliveira getting the top, the bottom step there of the podium. Olivier Vignone really has nothing to be unhappy about. Might just be a little upset at maybe going off there, but he definitely worked his way back up through the field. Bruno Miranda